my partner, Janice Maxwell, we found interesting people making huge impact within Jamaica. And we have found two gentlemen who are going to share some exciting things with us tonight. It's Dr. Raga and his son, Rakul. They are from India. They actually came to Jamaica a few years back to give insight and expertise within the fisheries of Jamaica. And since then, they have developed a school of entrepreneurs in some of the toughest places in Jamaica. And so entrepreneurship is going to play such a vital part in our future well-being. So we thought it would be a good time to spend some time with them, understanding what they're doing and the impact they're making in Jamaica. To do the interview would be my partner, Janice. Janice, take it away.
Well, thank you, Chris, Dr. Raga, and Rakul. We really appreciate you spending some time with us. So, Dr. Raga, what would motivate you to leave your homeland and come to Jamaica?
Yes, it was a very interesting story. During 2002 and 2004, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries of Jamaica was looking for an expert in Japanese koi, an ornamental fish, for breeding them and growing. Since I had my PhD in that particular fish and I applied for the position, and eventually I was selected as an international consultant for the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. It is quite interesting again that I quit my job from my government service in India, although having spent more than 25 years of service in Fisheries University.
I see. Wow. Was it a big what was the transition like to this new culture?
Well, initially I had a little problem with my location of work actually. It was a remote fish farm in Portland. Food was a problem for me as I was a pure vegetarian.
Okay.
Then that was for a short period though. And after that, now, after more than 10 years now, my favorite food is Jamaican food now. Rice and peas, chicken, and etc., etc. By nature, I have an ability to acclimatize to new environment quickly. So I didn't have just a thing like, a cultural shock or anything. And I am fine, and my transition was almost smooth, I can say.
Oh, well, that's good to know. You've also recently become a naturalized citizen. So Dr. Raga is officially family, and we embrace him. So he's an Indian Jamaican as opposed to a Jamaican Indian. And some people say, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that the Jamaican Indians, they've been in Jamaica for about since the 1800s. And so they're, as opposed to the Indian Jamaicans who just recently arrived. So that's the difference if people don't know that. When they see an Indian, they know that's the differentiation. But apart from that, welcome to the family. Were there folks to help you make this smooth transition?
Yes, I could say I was blessed with very kind people who could make my transition very smooth. I need to mention few people without whom I would not have settled down in Jamaica so amicably. One, Mr. Norman Thompson, the owner of the fish farm in Portland, and one, Mr. Wilson, the coordinator of the whole project on the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Of course, there were some few Indian friends who played a major role in my transition, and it was very smooth. I don't have any complaint over that.
And the fact that I've never been, but I heard that Portland is one of the most beautiful parishes on the island. It's not, so that's definitely a place that I want to visit next time I go to Jamaica. That's one of my bucket list issues. And then you said that you originally bred the Japanese koi. Now, is there a difference between, say, an ornamental fish as opposed to a fish to eat for our public to know?
So the Japanese koi is an ornamental fish. It is not an edible fish, and it can go to a bigger size, like more than 3 feet. And it is normally grown in ponds, and and it is so beautiful. There are more than hundreds of different color varieties, and basically they are ornamental fish which can be grown or maintained in aquarium tanks and bigger ponds and so on. It is not an edible fish though.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Jamaica has been plagued with the lionfish, which is a predatory fish, and when it was, accidentally introduced into the area, the coastal areas, and because there were no natural predators, they are dangerous. It's very dangerous to have predatory fishes. Would a Japanese koi be considered a predator? Because you said that it grows to be so large, and I was so curious about that.
Okay, I need to mention something here because both this Japanese koi and the lionfish you are talking about, the koi fish are freshwater one. The other one, the lionfish, are marine fish. And both of them are entirely from different environments. And the lionfish are carnivorous, whereas the koi are omnivorous. They are not actually carnivore. They don't eat on other fishes. So this is a basic difference. And even if they are in natural environment, it is going to be in freshwater system. And it is no way going to affect the other fish, the koi, like lionfish. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay. What was the dream of your entrepreneurial initiative?
Of course, I can say my dream is very big. Probably I'm over ambitious. The aim of starting this school is to create a school of fishery science, providing education, research, and consultancy services in various fields of fishery science. I have a plan to introduce diploma and degree programs in the field of aquaculture. It is growing fish and, breeding them. And the fish processing, processing the fish for marketing, and to manufacture some value-added fish products. These are some of the areas I would like to concentrate and bring some new programs like diploma and degree programs. Currently, I am in dialogue with Fisheries University in India for collaboration to introduce some of these programs in Jamaica.
No, that would be good because the average age of a Jamaican farmer right now is 54 years old. So this is an area that's a niche that should be tapped and must be tapped because when you have a country that's importing more food than you're growing on the island, that puts you at a severe disadvantage. So we really wish the best for you in creating this fishery idea. Tell us how the dream and vision of your entrepreneurial program began.
Actually, I have been working for government and private sectors for more than 35 years. At one point, I realized that I have to be on my own. I have decided to share my knowledge among the future generations of Jamaica. And having my own school, and I thought that would be the best choice and perfect platform to do that. So I'm not only introducing this fishery science program, and my son is with me, and he is looking after the technology divisions of high school, the R.E.S.E.T School of Education and Technology. And I think he can explain a little more the technology division. And I'm more oriented towards the fisheries division.
So tell us a little bit about it, Rakul.
Like Dr. Raga was saying, we have two different wings. It's a School of Science and Technology, R.E.S.E.T. The part of technology we wanted to grow is to have our own a team here that will expand in areas of programming, teaching programming, game development, and mobile application development, and also which will help people to get employed as programmers and software developers in Jamaica. And we want to start the training from a very young age. To do that, we have partnered ourselves with Microsoft and become a Microsoft Academy, which gives us certified course materials for children and also high school level. So we can start from an early age and get them exposed to the new technology out there and how they can solve these problems and develop a culture coming up. So we create a new level of people.
Do you guys collaborate with the Jamaican Institute of Technology, or is that a different?
No, we don't collaborate with them. We are independent, but we do advertise to the schools and the other children who are interested. They come in and we have a batch of students that do classes on their Saturdays, all of Saturdays, and get them used to new technology. And I think it's a good thing here.
I see. How do you identify candidates for your program?
We are currently associated with various funding agencies like Flow Foundation, Commercial Bank Foundation, and of course Jamaica Social Investment Fund, which is called. Actually, they provide some students for their community projects. Also, we offer training and computer training program these students. Apart from this, through our advertisements, through media, daily papers, Facebook, and radio and TV programs. And also, we are trying to collaborate with other schools so that we can support their students, those who are not able to go on such programs. That is actually we identify candidates right now, and we are expecting for more collaboration from other organizations.
I see. How is the educational experience changing to incorporate entrepreneurship, and what are your recommendations here?
Okay, my experience is, as I told you, it is more than 35 years of experience. I'm talking about fisheries division now. And our program is going to be unique, not only for Jamaica, it is for the whole Caribbean. This is going to be the pioneer institute, which is going to have these programs, mostly oriented for these entrepreneurs currently. Those who are field, they don't follow proper scientific way of doing things. So my major recommendation to the industry is to through our programs. In future, these entrepreneurs can involve more scientific recent technology production, whether it is fish production or other activities, other programs. That is what my recommendation. Go on with the latest technology. That is my recommendation.
Mm-hmm. Are there certain characteristics you look for in the candidate?
Characteristics, but we prefer very sincere students, those who have unique creativity and dedication. Above all, we love to have students, those who love they are doing and what they are supposed to do, and that is how they must have an attitude of doing.
That's true.
For us.
Yeah, attitude is everything. You've got to have the desire to do it, or it's not going to work out for you. What is the climate for nurturing entrepreneurship in Jamaica?
Okay. So, in spite of lots of economic challenges in Jamaica, there are lots of potential for entrepreneurs. Based on my training program, previous training programs with the Ministry of Fisheries and other corporate sectors, currently there are more than 10 small farmers who have their own farm and producing fish in their other accessories, and they are to the sector. This is one of the the possibilities, entrepreneurial possibilities in Jamaica, as far as the fish is concerned. Can be done in technology field as well. I think Rakul can do something to this.
Rakul, do you have anything to add to that in terms of technology?
I could.
You could. What are some of the areas where you see entrepreneurs thriving? Rakul, gaming seems to be a very popular, because just about every teenager I see, they've got their phone in their hand doing something. Is that popular in Jamaica?
Right.
Gaming.
For gaming, it's also a booming field here. First and foremost, we have an evaluation program that we put the students under. That's how we select them. Not just select them, it also identifies their capabilities. It's a test we put together specifically to see their verbal reasoning, their association skills with numbers and with words, and also their design. So we give them a blank template and say, come up with a flip book of some sort, or a little game design, create a flip book. Simple as that. And we have seen students who probably can't do well in computers, but are able to do extremely well in creating artistic flipbooks. So instead of concentrating on one side, we can split them separately. We can send them for graphic design section of our school, and the others who do well in computers into game development. So one team can help the other team, so they can grow in their respective identified skills rather than force them into a curriculum that is set for everybody as same, which is, I think, is a little bit flawed. So we come up with our own strategy, and it helps that way.
That's good, because everyone learns differently. Some people learn just by doing, and some people are visual. So that's good that you're able to make that differentiate. Because some curriculums, I don't know if they don't know that, or maybe it's just something they haven't thought about. What measures are you using to determine success?
Sorry, come again?
What are the measures you are using to determine success, whether it's with the fishery or with the technology part from your end?
Okay. We have the latest technology. We keep up to date with the technology. Since we are partners, we are able to get the latest versions of the development tools and introduce to them of the future that is coming ahead. So if it is a specific program at any other school that is training them on computers, they would give them the basics, but not really give an idea of the future and the tools and how the market is going to change. but we try to keep ahead of that. And when we identify students that can do it, we introduce them to that, even if they cannot master it, but at least they know what's coming towards them.
Yeah. And that's important because STEM curriculum is the name of the game. You have to know Mandarin, and you have to have a strong STEM background, or else you're just not going to make it for the next century. Complete this program. The cost of R.E.S.E.T program in 5 years will generate.
Okay. This is going to be a little tricky question, but I am very ambitious, and our actual drive will create about 200 skilled workforce.
Wow.
And probably 50 to 100 small entrepreneurs in various business sectors.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't know how to put the value on it, but I leave the value with you.
Yeah, I see. Okay. What kind of support can you use, especially from the Jamaican diaspora, to accelerate your success? This is worldwide, so let the Jamaicans in Canada, UK, and wherever else they may be know what you need to help you be the best. You have the best R.E.S.E.T program there is on the island.
Yeah, in Jamaica, what I learned is link. Basically, links better works in Jamaica. It is applicable for any business where we need more links with the people in the industry, same industry. If some university in US, Canada is willing to collaborate with us on fisheries or on technology, and that would be more appropriate for us to collaborate with them. And you can also try to popularize our program. I must thank you here for having a wonderful newsletter where you portrayed our about our school, and it gave us a little introduction about our school. Like that, we want you to popularize. You can help us in doing something, and contact information for some of the funding agencies. Really, funding is not required for developing our institute, because I am investing a lot on my own, but I need some funding agents to support some community development projects for the benefit of the youths of Jamaica. That is what I need. If you can provide some links, that is wonderful.
Okay. And and for those of you who don't know what he's talking about in terms of the newsletter, the not-for-profit I work with is Jamaican American Club. We produce a quarterly newsletter, and we had featured Dr. Raja's school in the newsletter. So if you want to read the newsletter, visit JamaicanAmericanClub.org, and the newsletter is right there on the front of the website. Finally, are there any parting words of wisdom, Dr. Raga and Rakul?
I didn't get that. Come again.
Are there any parting words? This is my exit question, and what I'm saying is that are there any parting words of wisdom for you and Rakul to give to the community? Okay, and to learn more about Chris Daly, visit digital, that's the number 2, growmedia.com. To learn more about Jamaican Diaspora, visit JamaicanDiaspora.com. To learn about Dr. Raja and Rakul's programs, visit Facebook R.E.S.E.T, School of Education and Technology. He can also be reached at 1-847-535-2070. Thank you.
Before I do that, and I would like to thank you and your friend Mr. Chris and the whole Jamaican American Club for the support and encouragement you are giving to us. for this new venture. And normally my actual thinking is work hard in silence, let your success be the noise. This is what I am practicing, and I wish my staff and students and future generations of Jamaica will follow and the same and silently achieve their goal in their life. And I would like Rakul also to compliment something regarding this.
Yeah, definitely. And I think along with whatever you're trying to do, technology is your backbone, and never to forget that, and start from an early age. So don't shy away from it, embrace it, and adapt quickly to it. Don't resist change, grow along with it.
Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen. We really enjoyed spending some time with you. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.